And the recording has started. We're gonna let this intro play out.
Let's rock, baby.
The ejector's on the wrong side.
Hello everybody, my name is GoTrunks_Armada, and today I have a special guest. And would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello everybody, my name is Rice, longtime best friend of Armada IRL.
Yeah, absolutely. So today we are going to be doing something a little different. I'm gonna try buddy sharing on the game series Devil May Cry. And do you know very much about this game outside of like what you've seen me play from time to time?
No, you are the only exposure I've had to this entire franchise.
Okay. So on that note, what experience do you have with Capcom related games?
Resident Evil 3, 4, and 5. That's about it.
Okay, so you're a big ol' RE fan, which is interesting because I have never played RE, FYI.
Maybe a day for when the turns table.
Maybe. So, being an RE fan, I do want you to look at this game as we go through and play through the lens of this was originally going to be RE4. Right? So,
Interesting.
yes.
RE4 was difficult.
Yeah. This game can definitely be difficult at parts. But we're not going to be playing it on the hardest difficulty. We're going to be playing a brand new save from absolutely nothing, which will start us off on the normal difficulty. We are actually going to be playing the PS2 version, just because in the HD remake, remaster, whatever you want to call it, the game is like 20% easier, something like that. I read the document that says the differences between them, and that was one of the things. So we're gonna look through the game through the eyes of how I initially experienced it as a child. Well, not as a child, I was probably like 13, 14 when I got introduced to this game. Anyway, without further ado, I do want to let one of these trailers play. I've been trying not to... Oh, perfect. So we're going to watch this, and then Rice, I want you to share your initial impressions.
The pizza store!
Yes, can I have a pepperoni and pineapple?
With or without fangs?
With or without fangs, and your uncle asks. Yo, it's a ram god. Hey, I got a 5'7" over here that needs some work. Can you help me out real quick?
Strange and ironic that it will end the same way.
With the title screen?
Nope, back to the screen.
No, it's funny and ironic that it'll end the same way. With the title screen.
Yeah, you're not far from the truth.
Baby.
Alright, and then there is another demo, but it's just kind of like generic gameplay. Actually, I am going to let a little bit of it play. There will be a point that I need to make about it. So let's let the initial demo play, because this is how the developers have made a demo that is basically showing you how the game is expected to be played. Oh. Whoa.
Oh yeah, we got a big lag spike.
Interesting. Wow, I wonder what that was. You're still on? You're still viewing?
Yep, I'm here.
Alright.
Look at the giant spider. Why is it orange? It's a scorpion.
That is Phantom. That is the first boss fight of the game. We'll talk about him when we get to him.
Yo, you got xenomorphs in here too?
Pretty much. says, I'm only going to let a little bit play, ends up letting the entire thing play.
Classic.
Yo, I can't help myself. Alright, and with that, I believe we are ready to begin. Are you ready to begin?
I'm ready.
Alright, starting the game. Fun fact, that little Devil May Cry reverb echo thing that's going on there. Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
2 millenniums ago, there was a war between the human world and the other, the underworld. But somebody from the underworld woke up to justice and stood up against this legion alone. His name was Sparda. Later, he quietly reigned the world and continued to preserve harmony until his death. He became a legend, the legendary Dark Knight, Sparda.
So, that is the story of Sparda, and we will hear about him literally every single game, except for one. But yeah, fun fact, the reverb thing, they made that effect by playing the chick saying Devil May Cry voice line, and then reversing it and playing both of them over each other at the same time.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Papa John's.
Would you like a pizza, with or without fangs?
Sorry, we closed at 9. Again, no password. Can't seem to get any real business.
Yo, where'd she steal the bike from? She just came off the rooftops on the ground like a peasant and then just runs through the front door with the bike. Like, you know, somebody's got to repair that storefront.
Well, that's going to end up on Dante's chick, but there was a motorcycle right beside her as she was like panning around. You see it as she's looking backward.
I only take...
Man, what the mess?
So hold on, one thing that I want to point out, it's an ongoing meme that like Dante doesn't fuck and doesn't know what sex is, but we literally see him pull his sword off of a chick's star-covered rack.
Hey, you know, you don't need to have experience to be a body connoisseur.
I guess.
I guess. That's
I
how
guess.
that works.
In that case, you should be used to this sort of thing.
Neo, it's time.
So,
Ow.
yeah, that happens a lot. Getting stabbed is like an every Tuesday ordeal for him.
Great. So, the Goku syndrome.
Pretty much. So I do want to highlight real quick.
What is it? Why'd you use the bike to come through the store if you were just gonna throw the
Because she doesn't care about it. Spoiler, she's a demon. I don't know if you've been able to figure that out from all the demonic strength and power going on, but yeah, she's a demon.
Oh, see, I thought she was just a woman.
No, but there is a thing with her here in just a second.
You were the first one to know about my affections.
So I do want to point out, right, from the demo you just saw and this cutscene, right, the game shows that you're using your guns a lot and willing and able to take a whole bunch of damage carelessly.
My name is Trish.
But when you get into the actual grading system of the game, both of those things get punished. That's something that's always bugged me about this game.
Oh my gosh, she's got blue eyes. Now we must do anything she says.
Well, the caveat is she looks just like his mother. That framed picture right there was a picture of his dead mother.
Mommy,
And,
no.
and she introduced herself to the situation saying that Dante lost his brother and his mother to evil 20 years ago, right?
He's been preparing
Them damn carnies.
Malay Island.
And so now we're going to Malay Island here to stop Mundus, the Emperor of the Underworld, from coming to the human world. That's our goal. And so we open this gate with our sword, because that's how friction works.
The castle is above this cliff. Come on, let's go.
And this chick just leaves us behind.
Well, why can't we use our awesome demon powers?
We
Right,
can't.
'cause we're the main character.
So if you're like me, right, the very first time I played this, I tried to jump. I tried to go after it. Don't get me wrong, Dante has a sick vertical. You see how big this gate is? He can jump on top of this gate. Like,
That's like a 14, 16 foot vert.
pretty much. And I can kick jump off of things, but I can't jump that high. So I don't know if Trich is supposed to be more powerful than us or just has more leg day than us, but man. Alright, so we are going to grab
Yes, them legs works.
we are going to grab our very first yellow orb. And yellow orbs in this game are basically your life counter. Should I die or anything like that, those things will be used to bring me to the last checkpoint. While we're on the subject, let's go ahead and look at the pause screen and see what we got going on. So in our items, if you look on the right, we have our yellow orb counter. Underneath it, we have a blue orb counter. Don't know what those are yet. We'll get to that when we get to that. We also have a vital star, which is a stone that is used to heal you, but if you lose it, your grade at the end of the mission will take a huge toll. We also have this amulet, a memento from Dante's mother, and the back has the engraving Virgil and Dante. Virgil being the brother that Dante lost 20 years ago.
Don't they misspell Virgil in later series of the game then?
Shut up, we don't talk about that. Yeah, we do eventually change Virgil's spelling, but don't worry about that. Alright, so in our weapons, we have our handguns, and now you can make your gun comments that you were making just a little bit ago.
Man, you know how expensive maintaining this thing must be? Saying that if you gotta buy an extractor for, like, ebony, I guess, you're gonna have to find another manufacturer or another part number to have it inversed for the other one. Because their ejection ports are two different faces.
I honestly thought there was more of a description, but it just says that they're Dante's handmade guns. Okay, oh, wrong one. And then let's look at our sword, the Force Edge. This is a memento from Dante's father, Sparta. And spoiler alert, it is the weakest sword in the entire game. We also have a file system here that we'll use to like look at enemies, look at our mission details.
This is your Kodak, your encyclopedia.
Pretty much. So one more thing. Dante in this game only, maybe it happens to Devil May Cry 2, I don't remember, but because this was originally going to be Resident Evil, you know how you can like click on things in Resident Evil to get, you know, what's his name, Leon's perspective and thoughts on things? Well, Dante can do the exact same thing. So looking at this statue, he talks about past many people visited the island, and this statue has seen many head towards their death. So there are lots of things that you can like look at and interact with and see Dante's thoughts and perspectives on there. And so I'm gonna try to show off as many of those as I can. Obviously I don't know where all of them are, but I do know where a lot of them are. Also,
oh, come on, where's your speedrun strats?
No, we're not going to be speedrunning this time. That was another thing I was going to mention, that we're probably not going to be getting S ranks because time is also a factor in a lot of this. Right there, I just picked up a blue orb fragment. So if I get 4 of those, I will make 1 blue orb, and we'll see what that does when we get it. So
cool.
You jump on the bridge here, run into this little area, it drops down. There you go, bada bing. Alright, now let's enter the castle and get some things started.
I appreciate all the cinematic fixed camera angles, but god does that infuriate me.
Yeah, it kind of does. It takes them a while to get away from the fixed camera angles. So, Mission 1, Curse of the Bloody Puppets. Break the evil spell and open the cursed door.
Why do it gotta be cursed though?
Everything in this game is cursed.
Y'all want to talk about a no-seam door? Look at how perfect that just blended right back into the wall.
Oh, are you talking about this
Couldn't
over
even
here?
see it. Can't even see it. Don't even know there's a door there, man.
There's not a
10 out
door.
of 10 craftsmanship.
Okay, so you see another blue orb right there. So let's... Oh no, I can't jump to it. But wait, I can jump off a wall and then jump up to it. I know it
For a
sounds...
minute, I thought you were about to go full Merrick.
No, we're not doing that. Also, this thing... I can walk up to it.
Is this mommy's?
No,
It's not mommy's.
it looks like a statue of a god that the Castellians worshipped. And I'm just going to put a major spoiler right here. That is a statue of what Mundus looks like. Mundus looks like.
Interesting.
So here he is a statue depicted as a god, but Mundus actually does have 3 eyes and that type of appearance. Got our lovely red orbs. They are used to unlock skills and open some doors. So the game wants us to walk around this room and collect all these red orbs. I guess I should show the reason that we're collecting the red orbs.
It's for the door.
Yeah, there's a door over here. The door wants 45 red orbs. And
God,
yes,
very first mission, gotta pay to win.
and yes, the door does hurt you. And it does, the very first thing you gotta do is pay to win. Now, this little horsey statue right here, right? If you jump up here and jump on top of this,
Oh, wow.
now I have 116. Screw all that running around. However, there is one thing I do want to show real quick. This statue must be the Watcher of Time. This god knows and remembers all of the past. The words of this god are engraved. Those who desire to acquire the ancient ways of war shall offer the blood of monsters in exchange. It's not responding right now. I'd better unseal the door underneath before here. It's not responding. I'd better unseal the door beneath here first. So, essentially, whenever you go up to him and buy your moves and upgrades, you're essentially buying them from a different point in Dante's lifetime and pulling them to now.
Interesting.
So, we're going to use our 45 out of our 100 orbs to open the door. And these things, we don't like these things. And it also holds another blue orb fragment, but solely because we don't like them. Heavy iron lattice gate is lowered. It appears that this iron lattice gate will have to be raised in order to get out of this old castle. That's great. So like you can hear some of Dante's sarcasm in some of those.
Jesus. So, like, every mild inconvenience thing, you just go, what a drag.
Sometimes. But at least we can see the garden from the window.
I forget what that character's name is from Naruto.
Shikamaru.
Ah, there you go.
Crumbled staircase is blocking the way. What? But I want to go through. Fine, whatever. It's a puppet that resembles the residents of this castle.
I say we just take the rubble here and push it somewhere else.
So you saw that the game had to absolutely make sure that we didn't miss the giant gaping hole in the ceiling and run over here.
It's very easy to miss. You see, naturally, I want to go out that boarded up window.
Well, you know,
Right.
there's several... Look, we can go back down. We can go through this door. We can talk to the puppet. Puppet's very interesting to talk to, chat. Right, we have some options to go to. But alright, let's do what the game says and go up here. Collect the orbs. Now here's one of the ones that a lot of people don't know about. This bookcase. These books are a list of prisoners of their bail amounts. This room must have been Used to hold high-ranking officers captive during times of war. How interesting. So, it's only that one, though. This book doesn't have it. It's only this bookcase. But, like, a lot of these things will, like, slowly tell the history of this castle and how it came to be. But anyway, this guy has something glowing, so let's see what that is.
Armada, no, don't take candy from a stranger.
It's not a stranger, it's a puppet.
Stranger danger.
This key is rusted, but it should work. Alright, so we're gonna steal the puppet's key. And absolutely nothing's gonna happen. Hey,
He's
two
a
on.
thief. He's a thief, get him.
Okay, so you remember when I played the demo for you before, and the game pretty much showed that it wants you to just like walk all over the place shooting all the time? Notice that I'm not gaining any style meter for doing that. It's effective, it works, the enemies die, but you don't see any of this up at the top where my style meter's going up. So ironically, playing like that actually gets you a lower score because you're not gaining any style ranking. So instead, the game wants you to play like this. Hold on. Well, once I come back in, I'll show you. But first, let's take a look in this room.
There's a ladder. What does it read on the top? It says escape.
Escape. You know, it's funny. It's spelled just like the word escape. There's a ladder, but the lid is closed and I cannot go through. There are 3 openings to insert something. That's for a puzzle later. Now, if we jump in this water on the left...
I thought you were talking about your date.
Oof. Got him, chat.
Hey,
Also known as the fragment of life, but it is only 1/4 of the whole piece. When it becomes whole, it will have the power to increase the maximum vitality. Well, we just got 4 of them, so...
woohoo!
So, spoiler alert, this health bar will grow twice as big and then overlap itself twice. So that's one of the things that I always liked about this game growing up with it. You eventually have just as big of a health bar as the bosses that you're fighting.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
So the game doesn't really care which variation of moves you use. It just wants you to do like, oof, I got hit. It wants you to pull a God of War and just hit the enemy as many times as possible. Which means that I'll be doing the rapid slash stab over and over and over again.
A green orb, a health potion.
Pretty much. This game is actually a little generous with the green orbs. Like, if you get hit by an enemy but still, like, perform stylishly against it, it'll still, like, give you things. So you saw right there, I stopped my sword combo, did a backflip, and shot the monster, and then slashed down to kill him. It reset my style meter when I did that. So it told me no. It told me no, I'm not allowed to do that.
Because gun's bad.
Gun's bad. Even though we saw from like the beginning cutscene and the intro demo that the game wants and expects us to use the guns. Ow. And another sad thing is, due to the fact that time is such a huge factor... Ow! That was a shotgun. Hold on. No, only I use guns. Because time is such a big factor when it comes to grading, instead of acting like a devil hunter and hunting all the devils that I can hear / see, and then moving forward, the game instead wants me to ignore them and complete the main objective as quickly as possible. Now,
'Cause
based off
efficiency.
of what you've seen of Dante so far, do you really think that that's something that he would do in character?
I don't even think he wants to be here, let alone get out of bed in the morning.
Well, he's invested because he finally found the demon that killed his mom and brother 20 years ago. So, that's his personal investment in this. Oh, here's that door.
I guess that's enough to get up and make a cup of coffee over.
Maybe, just a little bit. There's something written. The 17 puppets are my masters. There will be no admission as long as my masters are here. So it wants me to take these puppets down, as you can see right here on the top of the screen. But I can't interact with them right now. Also, there's a plane here. From the looks of things, it hasn't been repaired in a long time. It doesn't look like it's going to fly. Big old plane just chilling here.
Damn it, Indiana Jones, always leaving your shit everywhere.
You know? You're supposed to be a treasure hunter, not a treasure leaver. This emblem responds to my powers. So in other words, just attack it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And that'll send us down, where we'll find the puppets. And now we get to fight them. And then between your combos, you can actually taunt. That's one thing that I do like that the Devil May Cry series not necessarily introduced, but at least for me, it was the first game that I ever played that had it. And taunting's just such a cool thing in games. More games should do it. More taunting.
Well, that's why we now have emotes.
Yeah. Alright, so we killed the puppets down here.
Ow, my head.
Now we're gonna kill the puppets up here.
That wasn't an elevator, that's a piston.
You know, pretty much. So, as you can see, the combat isn't like super flashy, although to be this much for its time, Dante essentially has 3 sword combos. He has a 3-hit, he has a slight delay hit. Oh, hold on. Anyway, he has his 3-hit combo, he has a slight delay combo. Oh, hold on. That ends with a downward slash, and then he has the multi-stab combo.
Okay.
Alright, and that is mission 1. So, the game is a whole lot of, hey, this thing is blocking your path, you have a door, you have a seal, you have a whatever. Run around the map to find the thing that you need. Once you get the thing that you need, you're going to piss something off, and those demons are going to come after you. Fight all the demons, and make your way through the castle.
Cool.
And yeah, we got a C mission because in order to get an S rank, you have to like complete it under 5 minutes. I don't know the exact times. It's been a while since I S rank hunted this game. But yeah, it wants you to clear with as little time as possible. No items used. Orbs is like a very bottom tier importance. Like it's technically important, but like the very bottom of the list of importance. And then the last thing is how much damage you took while you're in the mission. So if you complete an entire mission without taking any damage, you will get a special bonus on top of your S rank, which will give you like, I don't know, it's probably like 500 ranking bonus red orbs, and then another 2,000 special bonus red orbs.
Oh, wow.
So, if you play fast, efficiently, you will get hella rewarded in this game. But you miss out on so much of, like, the story stuff. You know, in order to play effectively, you have to omit, like, 60% of the game. You have to run past a lot of your combat encounters. You have to, you know, not interact with anything except for the very important things that you need to interact with. And I don't know, I don't like it when games encourage you to omit part of its gameplay, right?
Mission 2, Judge of Death.